So, Mazezoke here. Are you wondering why you are not seeing me? Yes, I will show my face, but before I do, I just want to register my disgust and anger on what is happening in the Southeast. This is Mazezoke. Today, Sunday, the 8th of September 2019. Mazezoke is not happy about the things happening in the Southeast, especially as it concerns the infrastructural development within the Southeast. Today, once more, I want to speak to us regarding the Enugu International Airport. This is not the first time I've done that. At least, I have done 6 or 7 videos regarding the infrastructural development within the Southeast. You remember? Last year, Mazi, I went to the second Niger bridge when the federal government of Nigeria was lying to us that they've done tarmac, or basically that it's the bridge has gone beyond the pillars, that they've now started doing routes on top of that. That news was published by Cable NG, Cable Nigeria, that's the cable online newspaper. It was circulated by many of them, and I think elumba.com equally published it. Now, what did Mazezoke do? I went and I spoke to the publisher of Elumba because I wanted to be sure. He said to me, this was shared to us by the federal government of Nigeria. That's their media aides. And what did I do? I went to Second Niger Bridge. And on getting there, I think I'll leave the video in the description here so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
Okay, guys, Maz is okay now. I've just stepped down, basically doing the second Niger bridge. You can see the pillars here. I can see no one here working. This is the 31st of August 2018. So these are the 4 pillars here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see 4 pillars here. You can see one of the machines here, RC machine. Then I can see 2 more pillars here. So this is all that we can see here, okay? This is all that it is to see on the second Niger bridge. You can see the river Niger over there. You have 2 pillars before the bridge. Then after the bridge, or rather after the water, you see 4 more pillars here, and that's all. So when you hear about second Niger bridge, that's all, basically. 2 pillars, then we pass the machineries, then 2 pillars there. Nobody here. Look down, you have the second Niger bridge, okay? So once more, guys, I need to show my face to show that actually that I'm here live. So that's it. That's Mazezoke here, recording live in Onitsha. God bless you all. I'm signing off.
There was nothing close to what we have been told. There was nothing. All I could see, I count, was 6 pillars on each side. I published it. And people said, I hated the government, that was why I did that. I said, well, I don't care. My job, my call is to ensure that the Southeast share within the federal government does not go to nothing. Eventually, I can report back to us exactly 1 year ago, I did that. I was approached to take down the video that it misrepresented the government, or if I could come for negotiation, I called their bluff because I couldn't. However, today, the second Niger bridge is progressing. The pillars are now visible 1 year later. Maybe because people like us, who were not interested in compromising, did what we did. Probably, I don't know. But as today, The thing is that the bridge is being done. Now it is left for them to complete the work. That is on one side. But the reason why I'm speaking to us today is on the Enugu International Airport. I have taken it upon myself and I promised my viewers that I will be keeping us updated regarding what is happening in Enugu since it's been closed down. Yesterday made it the 14th day, meaning today is the 15th day that airport has been shut down for reconstruction. That airport I spoke to again yesterday afternoon, being the 7th of September. Staffs from the airport, people who ought to know. I spoke to independent merchants there, people who sell at the airport. I have their numbers. I said, please, can you update me what's happening? Now, I just wanted to, I know nothing was happening, but I just wanted to hear from a third party. One, no equipment, no machineries is in that airport. Two, now this has nothing to do with the people within the airport. The second part is, as I speak to you today, there is no single contractor that has received that job. There is no job specification for the airport that's been closed. Now, today, as I speak again, the Guardian's newspaper published today, 8th of September. Now, you can see that here. See, Guardian published. It's something I've already known, that they are concerned that the December deadline is not going to be met. Now, PW and Julius Berger has been mentioned as people to handle the work on the airport. Today, Julius Berger has no contract document. Today, Julius Berger has nothing. There is there is absolutely nothing. Then I ask myself, why are we being lied to? Why are we being lied by the so-called leaders? Why is it that the Minister of Aviation can look us in the eyes as adults and lie to us and nobody's saying anything? Again, Mazi here, I have taken it upon myself and I have gone to his Twitter handle. And this is again my tweet. My tweet is over a week. I have asked him, sir, could you please give us timeline to this airport? He read my tweet, he ignored it. I went to the Federal Airport Authority of Nigerian Twitter handle as well. Again here, I said, please could you give us the timeline for this? Who is the contractor and where is the contract document? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Nothing has been heard from them. Now, I am heartbroken. I am heartbroken because, well, maybe as I was speaking to people last night, maybe because the National Assembly is on recess, but I am going to make sure that the 15 senators we have in the Southeast will receive this video. And we must hold them to account that the moment they get back to the National Assembly and the Senate, they must speak about this because we are not happy. We are not happy. Why are we being treated this way? Before Abuja was closed down, we had timelines. We knew what was going to happen when. People were told this is the date the work will start and this is the date the work will end. Actually, quite unlike the way things happen in Nigeria, Abuja was completed on time. Here we are, because it concerns Igbo, because it concerns us. Nobody cares. Nobody updates us. Suddenly, the Minister of Aviation, Sirika, who was returned to his post, he's not a newbie. He was the one that supervised the construction of Abuja. What is good for the goose is equally good for the ganjas. Please, the southeastern airport, the only airport we have in the southeast, for Christ's sake, for crying out loud, the only airport. December is fast approaching. We have our siblings in the diaspora that want to come back and use the airport. Now, what's going to happen? You're going to divide them to Port Harcourt. And when you divide them to Port Harcourt, now they will be at the mercy of kidnappers, rapers, and whoever they are. This is really indeed sad. At the same vein, in the same vein, we saw within the week that David Umahi has gone to meet the president. Of course, yes, he speaks for the southeastern governors. I don't begrudge him. That's his right to meet the president. Now, suddenly, Ebonyi State gets the approval to construct an airport. And people have been ringing me saying, Mazi, what's your take? And I said, well, wait, I will make a video and I will tell you my take. And my take is as follows. I think, and quote me, I'm making this video will go out, and I want to be held responsible for what I'm going to say. Number one, the EbonyiAirport, in my mind, in my understanding, having seen repeatedly what has happened in the Southeast, is one thing. Is a conduit for the elite in Ebonyi State to loot money. What do I mean? Anambra State, 2.5 years ago, about 3 years ago, had an election to elect a governor. The current governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano, told everyone during the election campaign, again, look at the Anambra airport here, where the only state in Nigeria where planes land at the billboard. Willie Obiano told everyone that what they call Air Metropolis in Anyamelo, that this airport is going to be built, managed, handled by the Chinese, that the only thing the Anambra state is bringing is the land, that the Chinese are bringing $2 billion to build the airport and the Air Metropolis. The moment I had $2 billion, all the senses in me rose up. The alarm bell began to ring in my brain. I know something is amiss. Somebody is going to, or rather, somebody is lying to us. And I've been proven right. Now, getting to 3 years today, the grounds where the airport ought to be built in Anambra is overtaken by weeds. It's nothing there. Nothing. That's Anambra for you. Isn't that a clear evidence? Anambra has the right, the authority to build international cargo airport. International cargo airport. Anambra State can't do that. Anybody telling you that Anambra State will build an airport is a lie. It's not going to happen because it is built on fraud. There is no genuine, reason to do that. That is one. Now cast your mind back. Under Theodore Oji of Abia State, Abba got the license, and Theodore Oji, in the last lapse of his administration, said Abia was going to build an airport. And what happened, my people? Do we have any airport in Abba? There is no airport. Again, the elite, towards end of the tenure, now bring this white elephant project that will excite some of us and say we want to do it. And what are they going to do with that? They will use the opportunity to loot money. I've given you 2 instances. Now come down to Ebonyi. Ebonyi is doing the same thing. Ndị okenye be anyị sikwanu na agba mbụ atụ n'ogwe, agba abụọ atụ n'ogwe, arọkwa n'ogwe ka apịala akụ. So you shoot the first arrow it lands in the same place. You shoot the second one, it lands in the same place. Man, it's either something is wrong with the shooter or something is wrong with the position that is being shot at. If you believe that Ebonyi State, that is less than 45 minutes maximum an hour, if the roads are clear from Emene to Ebonyi, needs an airport in this town. If you do hierarchy of needs, there is nothing. Airport is not even coming in. If you say Ebonyi has 10 needs, airport might be the ninth or the 10th position. But however, there is one thing I can give to David Mali. I give it to him. He is the only governor I have seen that does roads and have in his mind, I want to do roads that outlive me. And I have driven on his roads and I give it to him. I do not begrudge him on that. This guy builds roads. You look at the road, the about 8 inches concrete casting as basement before any asphalt is put on top of it. But that is only about that. That is the only thing that you can see in Ebonyi. The airport in Ebonyi. For those that want to know what Mazi is saying, hold me to my words. The airport in Ebonyi under David Omahi is nothing but fraud. It is an avenue carved out for Omahi and his people to steal your money. Prove me wrong and build the airport. You have about 3.5 years, or even less than that, because the election is going to come. So you have about 3 years and 2 months to the end of your tenure. And you just got an approval to build an airport. Prove me wrong. And I doubt I will be proven wrong. That is on that side. Then if we come back to Enugu again, then I ask, what can we do? I think it's not only a call for myself. I would ask every single Igbo person from the current Southeast, please lend your voice. I think it has come to a point that we'll begin to harass our leaders whenever we come in contact with them and we ask them questions about these things. Because it beats me silly. Indeed beats me silly that it is now 2 weeks. An airport was closed down because of the runway, and the runway has not, it's not receiving any attention. One, and the biggest what saddens me most is the runway is not in the budget. Okay? Now, the Southeastern governors and leaders asked Sirika this question when they met in Enugu last week. That's about 8 days ago, last Saturday. You know what he said? He said that, don't worry, he will find the money. But therein lies my concern. If Nigeria is a functioning state where rule of law exists, where things are done appropriately, that means there must be first an appropriation before such humongous expenditure. But there is another angle to it that actually bothers me most, and that is no one. I once heard Neji, who represents one of the reps from Enugu, saying that they're going to probe the previous, the runway, a runway that was meant to last at least about 20 years, collapsed within 6 years. I have said, and I will repeat it again. That runway was meant to be done 100 centimeter. And I gave you guys the analogy. If you don't know what 100 centimeter is, just go to your kids' room or go to your table, get a ruler, you measure 30 cm, 30 cm, 30 cm. So by the time you measure 30 cm, that's like this. That's what they're supposed to like this. Dig to the ground, excavate, and lay concrete to the point before they put in the asphalt. But what happened? I think we got less than 50, so which is less than half. So the airport cannot carry 777, neither can it carry the big 737 because it's bumpier. So in that sense, it worries me that no one among all the elites, even the minister himself, no one is questioning who did the first job. Now think about this. Isn't the right thing to be saying at this moment to be, we would want whoever messed up the runway based on the guarantee you've given us to come and take this out? Think about this. I go to Coscharis. I buy a BMW 5 or 7 series. And Coscharis says, the manufacturer is giving you 5 warranty on the engine and gearbox because that's where the warranty is. Because that's the heart and soul of a car. In the third year, the car was serviced by Coscharis. The oil was changed by Coscharis. My tires are bought brand new at the Coscharis shop. In the third year, on my way from Lagos to Enugu, the car breaks down. Do I begin to think of go and buying a gearbox or an engine myself or a new car myself? Or is the logical thing to do is to say, hey, Coscharis, here is the warranty. You said if my car breaks down, engine, gearbox, within the first 5 years, you're going to repair that free. Isn't that what we should be calling? Why are we hiding who did the first job? Why? Why is nobody saying the name of the contractor that did that job? Something is definitely wrong. And if nobody is wanting to say it, I'm willing to say it. And I'm saying it. We should be finding out. I don't know, something is amiss. Normally I'm able to get this information, but suddenly I'm hitting brick walls. I couldn't find the contractor that did the Enugu on the Enugu airport. Why? Something in my mind is not entirely right. And I could say that again. In my mind, I think the elites are aware of what happened. The elite know what happened. So, to conclude this video, people, this is the update I have for us. I have personally written the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria for update on Enugu Airport. They haven't given us any. I have personally written the Minister of Aviation to give us updates on the Enugu International Airport. He has ignored that. Now, I'll ensure that the Southeastern reps, our senators, watch the video, and probably, if time permits, I will write them because they have to start speaking up. My thinking, you guys can tell me in the comment section if you buy the idea. My thinking is because they've given us originally 24th of November, my thinking is that we give them end of November, that's say 31st or 30th of November, from 1st of January, from 1st of December 2019. If nothing is done, wherever you see, I'm thinking aloud, wherever you see any of your rep in Enugu, throw them eggs. Wherever you see your reps in Oka, throw them eggs. It doesn't matter if they are in the Senate or in the National Assembly. I think we need to do something drastic. In Igbo, we say, "Ma ọ bụrụ na mmadụ emeghị ka onye ala anaghị anọnyeli ya nwaanyị." That means, if I translate, if a man does not act like a mad person, the kindred doesn't talk about arranging and getting a wife for him. Because something must give way. We cannot continue this like this. My anger actually is not, or rather, my anger is because there is a total blackout. There is a total blackout in communication channel that even when you make effort to extract that information, no one appears interested in telling you and giving you the right information that you seek. Therefore, maybe we need to. It's only an idea. I want anyone watching this video to tell me if you agree. If not, let us think about something. But it's not going to be something violent. Something that it's for me. It's only something that can humiliate them. I don't agree in assault, but something because it's madness. But it's something that we must communicate clearly what our demand is and a date and a timeline based on what they told us because they said 24th of November. We can give them 1 week, 2 weeks, and say, after this date, if this does not happen, this is what you're going to expect. So that they will see that coming. So that for once they will feel the anger of the people. After all, we elected them, we have given up our mandate, and we gave them this mandate to go and represent us. Therefore, there must be a way. I don't have the answer, but I think collectively, if we begin to think, we could begin to come to a solution. If equally by 24th or by end of November, the airport is done, well, I wouldn't say thank you. I wouldn't say I pat you in the back because that's your freaking damn job to do. It's only in Africa that we help people, especially the people I refer to as politicians, people that thief our money, steal our money. It's only in Africa that when people do the things you elect them to do, you hail them for doing something. Isn't that the reason why some people will come and tell you they've built VIP toilets in your community, and you go to where they said they built VIP toilets, and it's only just it's sometimes it's even pit toilet with just a little zinc. That's it. Because for long we have been accepting mediocrity. For long, we must change the narrative. The narrative must change. We can't continue in this way. We can't continue in this way and expect to get a different answer. Something must give way. Something must give way. So let me know what you guys think. I'll leave it at that. But be rest assured that at least every 2 weeks, I will be updating you guys, ensuring in the next possible time that I myself will get into Enugu and that I myself would go to the runway. I've done it before. It's not something impossible to do. And I want to see if I promise you this. I promise you this. And if I would go to Twitter and I would tag the Minister of Aviation equally to this video. And to the Minister, I'm speaking to you if you eventually get to watch this video. If you start the work, I promise that I will broadcast the update. I would update the people on what you are doing. If you do not do it, I promise you equally that I will be updating every 2 weeks minimum that nothing is happening. Now is 8th of September. Next month, 8th of October, 8th of November, basically 4 weeks, 4 weeks. So we have 6, 7 weeks. No, sorry, 4 is 8, 10. So we have about 11 weeks, 10, 11 weeks to go. And I'm worried that in 10 and 11 weeks, there is nothing at all to show for it. Once more, this is Mazi Ezoke, and I hope And I'm promising us that if anything happens, Mazi Ezeoke will be updating us as it happens in the Enugu International Airport. Remain blessed.
This is your favorite station, Media TV. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.